managed to get into the minds of Team Liquid and get his choice of teams in Team Liquid.
Exactly where he wants
to
be. He directed it all to perfection here and got the exact matchup he wanted with an overconfident
the team that is probably
Liquid.
the second strongest over the year right now. Liquid?
Oh, I thought you meant LGD all the time.
I'm not sure if LGD's there quite yet, but
no, this is a very interesting matchup. I think it is interesting Liquid end up picking LGD, but I think a lot of it is Liquid are very confident they're going to just decimate him in the first 10 minutes. Like, that's got to be part of it, right? Sure. I mean, maybe there's some other mental factors. Liquid, talking to they also tend not to care too much who they play. It's more about what they're doing and if they're confident in their own strength at the time. Like, I think they would have picked anybody else. Like, they really feel any weakness towards ID's team.
We saw Blitz put out on social media that they were thinking about choosing Gaming Gladiators. Maybe it's less about who LGD are, and maybe more about who their other opponent could have been. The number one refractor team in the world, Gaming Gladiators. You know, that is a tough choice between the two.
Never easy. And I think that is the one upside that Liquid have going for them here. LG is a very slow early game team. So if you're Liquid and you're going into this matchup, you kind of know you're gonna have your way in the first 10, maybe even 15 minutes. After that, if the game is even, it becomes spooky for Liquid. Because I do think LGD are a little bit of a stronger straight 5-on-5 team fight team at the moment. But they're not guaranteed to get to that position. And I think that's where Liquid can just heavily abuse them here. And they went for a pretty fast lineup. Clockwork, Crystal Maiden. This is like some throwback to the dual roam days almost, but a very fast support duo. You can get a lot of gate action going, a lot of side lane ganks. I would expect Foxy and Zayna to combine a lot here in the first 10 minutes if the game is slowing well for them. Give these cores like some ganks, some extra XP, contest the bounty with the runes, and just pull ahead of LGD, who combos with the techies and Mirana, needing some setup here. Whereas Liquid supports, they're just going to do it all if they get the levels.
Now, if LGD's weakness has been the laning phase, is this not something that Zhao Wei, the legendary captain, is going to point out to his team? And is it not something that you can fix this early on? Because it does look like, at least draft-wise, they've gotten themselves some pretty good lane matchups.
I think it's something LGD's aware of, and I slowly see them like some of these crutch heroes that they rely on. I think Primal is a huge one for them. I actually think this Primal is extremely important. In terms of it's very hard to shut down in the early game and will almost always reliably get out of lane and provide you some sort of play options on the map, right? It has overwhelming damage. You can't really negate that damage in the early game unless you're going to really hard pick it on lane with like some Razor. I don't even know if that wins it. So I think it's Primal. It's been a reaction from LG in terms of they've upped the priority on it because it's a hero for NTS that can help get them through the early game. Like if you're going to pick a hero in the first 10 minutes in Dota that is the strongest in the game, Primal's got to be in the top 3.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this hero kind of goes crazy even before he gets his ultimate, which is pretty unique, I would say, out of a lot of cores. And, I mean, you're talking about a crutch, so it's something that they're very reliant on, but you did just label up a lot of strengths. It does sound to me like you think it is very important for this Primal Beast to be successful because they are so reliant on it when it comes to, as you said, upping the draft priority on it. They think it's important for probably their early game in the laning phase and such. So it's pretty important for Nothing to Say to not only win his lane here up against Nisha, but also be able to have some big impact in these early rotations, right?
Or at least go even. But yeah, I kind of expect NTS to control the early tempo of this game. If you can get 1 or 2 ganks off, go even mid, maybe get one of the 6, 8, 10 power runes, I think you're in an okay place for LG. I also think LG's side lanes are decent. They're better than they look on paper this game.
I mean, I think they've got 2 of the strongest laning supports, I would say. Techies and Mirana are both pretty
they're strong
in that regard.
They're very strong right clickers. Their spells can be good if you can combine them up. I think that Doom and Naga are a little weak, but Naga Mirana is an old school classic, pretty strong dual lane if you get some Riptides going with the extra right click. So I don't think they're necessarily outclassed draft-wise. I just expect Liquid to be a stronger laning team and outplay them here. Shiro has to TP out of top off a hook. He's just getting beat up. Does have a salve though, so trades are going Liquid's way, and it's already going to get reflected in the regen department. This is what LG is going to have to overcome. You can't let these little things build up to a point where suddenly you're feeding away kills, and then these supports get extra experience. That is the biggest thing for me. If LG go like 0-0 in the first 10 minutes, I think they're happy on it.
Sure.
And if I'm Liquid, I want to start scoring up some of these extra kills in lane so my clock and Maiden get enabled. It's not necessary. that's like the perfect game here. If Foxy has a 6 to 10 minutes, because then he's just going to counteract the Primal Beast a lot too. Clock was basically Europe's premier answer to this hero at the end of that Primal batch. So
successful at this tournament so far.
Yep. The highest win rates overall, plus 20 games. It's like 70%. Plus, I think 76%. Ridiculously high win rate. I was looking through those games too. A lot of those have been blocked for some of the backline supports. That's the one thing that stuck out to me. Like that silencer or Skyrim. Heroes that traditionally don't want to go first staff first. And laning also might be a little weak for him. But he's generally just looking pretty good. And Foxy already level 3. Laying in that level 2 battery. This is where the hero shines in the trades. And he's getting pretty damn good trades out here.
Yeah, he is. He may not be a great answer to the Mirana, but the techies, this is certainly a hero he could probably feast on a bit.
You catch him out, for sure. I also think the clock shines for some of these ranged heroes when it comes to contesting them. We're talking Wisdom Runes, we're talking the Lotuses. I think Clock is really good at contesting 3 and 6 Lotuses, something that's a bit underrated on these side lane matchups.
That's true. He just walks on top of you, and then he can channel on it, and you can't.
I think that is one of the things you should look for with this hero, and then for Clock, because hero generally has suffered with mana pool problems on the lane too. So if you get all that going, I think there's a reason this hero is doing pretty well.
Sure.
Very
low in this mid lane matchup now.
This is a tough matchup. This is not one of the matchups that Primal is super playing into. I think Ember definitely takes away with it over the long run, and then your mobility hero. It's pretty tanky with Flame Guard, though Nisha just won chains here too, so the chain's going to be some extra setup and initiation for Liquid. But it is a 0-0 game.
Top lane is Zai is going to be the flesh heap blocking a lot of this damage, but they can just keep on putting it in. And Wyu Smile is going to be the recipient of all that extra gold.
That's that Riptides with the right clicks, and Vanguard delivered to his corpse, but not in time to save him.
Meanwhile, Insania was not there in lane, in part because he was looking to be able to gank the beast. So this may be a fair trade-off in some ways. Yeah, I know it's the big first blood goal. That feels great, but still, the mid matchup, I feel like that is one of the most important kills to get in lane right now.
And shutting down the tempo for LCD, which is this Primal Beast.
Right.
And extra XP for the Maiden. That is exactly
what
getting a little Rocket Flare assist action going. This Rocket Flare has been another factor, I think, for the Clock, that people are just skilling it more, skilling it earlier. This spell is pretty high impact in the early game. You get a lot of them off per minute. You can cancel raindrops, you can cancel salves, you can slow down heroes in random fights. The slow is pretty annoying.
Why manages to snatch away the regen rune from Nisha, which with both supports and Ember Spirit, who's usually pretty good at rune controlling, that was quite nice, I think.
Gonna be some parity on the map right now, as both these side laners have Vanguard. It's gonna in the lane, which means the skirmishes are gonna all go towards mid here. Ooh. They were looking for the chain stun.
Yeah, I feel like if nothing to say, could have grabbed him there. That's a kill. You got the Prana ready to go with the arrow and a blast off from the techies. This pulverize sets up a lot.
Especially when you don't have the Flame Guard.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing here. Nisha is susceptible to dying in this game, especially to arrows or techies follow. And the chains controlling the primal is going to be good for like counter initiation and stuff, but you cannot let the Ember get gone on. And 7-minute Wisdom Rune. LG do not want to give this up to Boxy here.
Yeah, Boxy might just get both the Wisdom Rune and a kill. See if he's able to isolate him long enough. I guess nothing to say. You got to trample on through, and he does manage to grab it. Nothing to say. Gets here.
But the
pulverize and blast off will ensure there is no chance.
The true Goomba
pound.
Yeah, seriously. I feel like I'd take that. I think denying it from LGD, pretty valuable. Planet's going to be very low level now. He's going to have to catch up somewhere. Still looking to unblock his big camp, which has not been on the lane for the entire time. Did get a heartbeat creep up for New, though, so happy about that one. Unlucky he has to lane into Morphling, but you know, what can you do? And the mid clash continues for the 8-minute power in here.